everyone, welcome back to Swapna's Math Book. Today we can continue our lesson Data Handling Part 2. Previous class we discussed about pictograph, bar graph and double bar graph. Today we can continue. Today's topic organizing data. First one, raw data. Data is mostly available in an unorganized form is called raw data. To draw meaningful inferences, we need to organize the data systematically. For example, a group of students was asked for their favorite subject. The result were as listed below: art, math, science, English, math, art, etc. Which is the most liked subject and the one least liked? It is very difficult to find from this raw data. So we can arrange the data using tally marks. See here, 3 columns are there. First column subject, then tally marks, then number of students. So first subject is art. So 4 tally marks. After that, one is slanting line only. Fifth one is slanting. So 5 plus, then again 2 tally marks. So total 7. Math. So 5 tally marks. So 5 students liked math. Then science. Science 5 plus 1, 6 tally marks. So 6 students liked science. Then English is 4. 4 students liked English. So the number of tallies before each subject gives the number of students who like that particular subject. This is known as the frequency of that subject. That is, here 7 students liked art. So 7 is the frequency of art. Then 5 students liked math. So 5 is the frequency of math. Similarly, 6 is the frequency of science and 4 is the frequency of English. So which is the most liked subject? That is art only. And which is the least liked subject? That is English. Then frequency gives the number of times that a particular entry occurs. The table is known as the frequency distribution table, as it gives the number of times an entry occurs. So this table we can call frequency distribution table. Hope you all understood. Next is grouping data. For convenience, we make suitable groups, observations, and find their corresponding frequencies using tally marks. Such type data are called group data, and distribution is called group frequency distribution. For example, consider the following marks out of 40 obtained in math by 31 students of class 8. So, these are the marks obtained by 31 students of class 8. So it is very difficult to find each student. So we can arrange this in a group. See here, 3 groups are there. First group is mark. Then 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and 30 to 40. Then tally marks, then frequency. So in first class interval is 0 to 10. See here, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, etc. are called class intervals. Class interval. Then 10 to 20, 10 is the lower limit. Here 0 to 10. 0 is the lower limit, 10 is the upper limit. Similarly, 10 to 20, 10 is the lower limit and 20 is the upper limit. And difference between upper and lower limit is called width or size of the class interval. See here, difference between upper and lower limit. See here, class interval 0 to 10. That is, upper limit is 10. 10 minus lower limit 0. So 10 minus 0, 10. So the width of this class interval is 10, or size of this class interval is 10. Then tally marks. Then 0 to 10 marks only. So how many students scored in marks in between 0 and 10. And one more thing, in the first 0 to 10, this class interval, 10 mark is not included. 10 marks is included in the second group only. 10 to 20, this group only 10 marks is included. And also in 10 to 20 group, 20 marks is not included. 20 marks is included in the third group. 20 to 30 group only 20 marks is included. So now we can check how many children got marks between 0 and 10. See here, check 10 is not included. So first one is 5, then 7. So 2 children got marks between 0 and 10. So frequency 2. So 2 is the frequency of the first group. Then same way 10 to 20, 5 plus 4, 9. 9 is the frequency of second group. And next one is 10. 10 is the frequency of 20 to 30. And next one is again 10. So 10 is the frequency of the fourth group. Hope you all understood. Study the following frequency distribution table and answer the questions given below. Frequency distribution table of daily income of 550 workers of a factory. See here, 2 columns, class interval, daily income in rupees. Frequency, number of workers. So here, 100 to 125, 45, frequency 45. So 45 workers are getting rupees 100 to 125, and 25 workers are getting rupees 125 to 150, and 55 are getting 150 to 175, and 125 are getting 175 to 200 rupees. Then 140 are getting 200 to 225 rupees, and 55 are getting 225 to 250, and 35 are getting 250 to 275. 50 are getting 275 to 300. 20 are getting 300 to 325. Total 550 workers. Now, what is the size of the class intervals? We discussed already how we can find the size of the class interval. Upper limit minus lower limit. That is, upper limit is 125 minus lower limit 100. So the answer is 25. Next question. Which class has the highest frequency? We can check in the frequency distribution table. Here, which is the highest frequency? 140. So which class interval? 200 to 225. Then, next question. Which class has the lowest frequency? See, check the frequency distribution table. See here, 20. 20 is the lowest frequency distribution. So, 300 to 325. The next question. What is the upper limit of the class interval 250 to 275? That is obviously 275. Next, which two classes have the same frequency? See here, two classes have the same frequency, 55, 55 each. That is 150 to 175 and 225 to 250. Hope you all understood. We can continue in the next class. Thank you.